Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play Aion. Alright, so we are now a full Deva. I have finished off all of the quests in the original starting zone, and we are now questing in Altgard. And as you can see here in Altgard, we are allowed to fly, and so we can use our wings. And so I'm doing quite a bit of flying around here. You can fly faster than you can walk, so it's a nice, convenient way to travel. Although you get a very limited amount of flight time. While I'm picking up all the quests here and everything, you can see kind of the bottom right. There's the mini map, and then to the left of that, there's a bunch of little icons, and then to the left of that is a little circle with kind of little green. Around the circle, and it looks like wings in the very center of it, and so that's what you activate to fly. And the green around the circle tells you how much flight time you have. I forget exactly what the default is initially. I think it's like a minute and a half, something like that. Very initially, and see how it starts counting down now that I'm flying around, and it counts down very quickly right now. And over time, I mean, like I said, she's a brand new Deva. She just got her wings, and oh yeah, I was checking out this big thing that's flying in the sky. It's not a boss or anything that you can fight. They just have these magnificent-looking creatures that just kind of float around in the sky above the various towns and stuff. So. I just thought thought I'd share it because I thought it was kind of cool looking. But anyway, so with the wings and the flight time and everything, as you get more proficient, I think as you level up, you gain a small amount of time. Then you can buy potions and other things that allow you to fly for longer and longer periods. So that eventually when you get into the PvPvE area that I've mentioned before, the player versus environment zone, where a lot of the battles take place in flight, and so you kind of need a much longer flight time. At that point, that's when having a lot of flight potions and other types of boosts and things to boost your flight time. I think you can get them through mana stones that you can embed into your equipment. I mean, there's a number of different ways of doing it. But for right now, her flight time is going to be kind of short at the moment. So, and I'm just I keep waiting for it to regenerate before I invoke it again, just so that I don't overdo it. And if you are way up high in the sky and you run out of flight time, you go crash and die. Alright, so yeah, with Altgard, obviously it's a brand new zone, and so, oh yeah, and here we are using a glide feature, so you can, even if you're in an area where you can't fly, you can always double click your spacebar or double tap your spacebar on your keyboard if you're going downhill or something, and you can take out your wings and you can glide downhill, and it allows you to glide faster than it would take to run. So it's a nice little feature. You can't fly everywhere, unfortunately, but the areas that you can fly, I take advantage as much as I can. But if I'm this close above the ground and stuff, then it's not such a problem. If I run out of time, it's like, yeah, okay, big deal. And every now and again, she'll do some kind of aerial acrobatics and spin and stuff like that while she's flying. I'm guessing she likes it. I kind of almost wish you could have wings all the time and fly all the time, but I guess that's one of the things. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I just yawned there. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, it's one of the things, I guess it's an incentive, especially since it's a free-to-play game, to get you to buy items, would be to, so that, since you can't fly everywhere and everything, you need to buy special permissions, you need to buy special wings, yada yada, so might be one incentive to keep you, interested to actually spend actual money for the game. This game used to be a subscription game, just like World of Warcraft. It had the same price point too, but then they switched it to free to play. I don't know, over a year ago now, maybe 2 years now. But I was actually paying for the subscription, and then it just switched to free to play, and I'm like, okay, fine. One of the reasons I haven't leveled up a lot of my characters because, you know, I haven't been paying for the game, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just, you know, take my time and just do it when I get a chance. And now I'm leveling up these new classes. Like, for example, you know, the Gunslinger here, and then I've got one of the new musical types as well as an Elios that I'm also leveling. I have a Gladiator, Esmode, that she's level 30, and I haven't really leveled her up beyond that much. I probably should. I mean, she's level 30, and with the new fast track servers, I could probably level her up much more quickly. I do apologize, I just yawned again. I could have stopped the video and edited that out, but I'm tired. I've had a long day. Anyway, so yes, so we're continuing to pick up quests and everything. There's whenever you enter a new zone, there's always a ton of new quests. And a lot of the quests here are just going to be, a lot of these are just running around and then talking to other people and then talking to the next person, that kind of thing. And then at the same time, there's also a lot of quests, a lot of them that I'm picking up that will be going out and gathering things or killing things, that kind of thing. And so they're not that interesting of a quest, generally. Okay, I'm trying to fly up and I accidentally, like, if you're in the middle of flying and you're trying to fly up and you hit your keyboard, your space bar, it actually puts you into glide mode and you start gliding down. I'm like, you know, that was a waste of time if I did that. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's not waste any more of my flight time up here because I need to be able to get back down. Yeah, there's apparently someone scribbled in a book, and so if you pause and read any of that stuff, you can see that we're trying to track down who's the last person who had this book and scribbled in it. It's a silly little quest, but there's that magnificent, looks like a sea creature almost, but it's flying through the sky, which seems physically impossible, but you know, this is an alien world and it's a video game, so nothing is necessarily impossible in, you know, when it comes to video game physics. Alright, so we're going back down to the ground. We've got to talk to someone back down there. Oh, and here I've, you know, like how I was gathering flowers and stuff as a mortal. Now that she's a deva, she now can do aether tapping and essence tapping. So with these vortexes up in the air, it's aether tapping, and she can pick up aether dust or something like that, which apparently is I forget what it's useful for, but it's useful for a number of things. And then there's things on the ground that she can do essence tapping of. So she can't gather the material itself directly, but she can tap out the essence of something or other. So, at any rate, so now she's talking to this person. It's the next line in the quest chain is to just kind of talk to her, and there we go. And gotta go to the next thing, and now I'm going out here, and there's someone else to talk to out here. So we get some Mao out here that we're talking to. We have a Mao interpreter and an emissary, and they're basically here to try and broker some peace with the people. And ding, she's leveled to level 11, so we're continuing to level up. It's a good thing. And she now gets a new title from this if she takes this quest. So basically she has to I think she has to take a drink of something, and then she has to go talk to somebody. I was looking for it up here. There we go. Drink the Mao secret remedy. Alright. Mao secret remedy. need to open my inventory. There we go. There's the remedy. So she's drinking it. There she goes. Now she's gonna go practice on Moo Bond down in the dungeons. So I need to go find the dungeons. Yep, there we go. Imprisoned in the Altgard dungeon. There we go. So just kind of run down there. Here's the dungeon entrance. It's well fortified and guarded and all that jazz. And I probably could have floated down this this tunnel, but I forgot, so I probably should have. It would have been faster. But yeah, deep underground, a bunch of caves, a bunch of cages built into the rocks and everything. Oh, and we have another quest turned in over here too. Oh yes, she's the final one in the Scribbler quest chain. Alright, so we just have to go back and talk to the original quest giver. Now I need to find Moo Bond first. Yep, there he is. Alright. Oh, looks like we can start understanding the Mal language, so that's a good thing. That'll come in handy in the future, I think. So we gotta talk with E2, and then I think I'll start wrapping up this episode. There's a ton more quests to do in this area before we move on to kind of like the next area outside of here, but I don't want to make this episode too long. So let's kind of tie this all up. So just turn this in. We get the new title. And titles give you certain benefits and stuff if you apply them to your character. Not a whole heck of a lot, but some of them do. Oh yes, and I need to go pick up a quest from this guy. So I'll be tying up this episode very, very shortly, so I want to already start saying thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're enjoying these. Let's see, so we got that quest. Oh yes, we need this is one of the quest items I need to pick up these crystal stones. We'll do that, and then I think that will be it for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.